Hello. Hello there. Can you hear me okay? How are you doing today? Oh, thank you, Summer. Merry Christmas, everybody. What have you been doing today? Okay, who's got the microphone today? Hi, Rowida. Nice to see you. I'm okay. I'm okay. Who's got the microphone? Okay, let's start then. Last week we're looking at the topic of restaurant. Last week was studying language lesson. We looked at vocabulary. We looked at a bit of grammar, present continuous tense. We looked at building a sentence with collocations, making it correct, making it longer, and also pronunciation. This week's lesson is a bit different. The same topic, but this will be using language. So this week, using language. So last week, using language, this week, using language. Can you remember any of the words from last week's lesson, any of the vocabulary words? Table, food, manager, customer, waiter, okay. What else? Chef. So tell me some of the words from last week. Spoon, chair, waiter we've got already. Owner of the restaurant, yeah, can be owner. Meal, fork. Yeah, lots of different vocabulary words. Last week was dessert. Dessert was one. Plate. Anything else? Yeah, tip. Drink, menu. Okay, so it's enough words. I think it's enough words. Number of syllables. How many syllables are there? Table has 2 syllables. Okay, 2 syllables. Table. Table. It takes 2 beats to say this word. Okay, I'm just fighting with the whiteboard at the moment. With the online whiteboard. It doesn't like me today. Okay, food. So we've got food is 1 syllable. Let's go for it. Manager. Manager. Not manger, that's different. 3. Manager 3. Customer. 3. Waiter. 2. Waiter. Chef. 1. Spoon. Spoon. 1. Chair. 1. Owner. 2. Meal. Meal is 1. Fork. 1. Dessert. 2 syllables. Dessert. 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 Plate. High meadow. Plate 1. Tip 1. Drink 1. Menu. No, everyone's asleep again. 2. Menu 2. Yeah. Good. Think about stressed vowel sound. The stressed vowel sound. Every word has 1 stress. Strong stress. What is the stressed vowel sound? For example, table. Table, it is A. Table. Looking for just the vowel sound. Stressed vowel sound. Thinking about sound. Stressed vowel sound is the most important sound in the word. For example, table is A sound. Food. 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 Oo sound. Manager. Manager. Ma. Ah sound. Customer. Customer. Say it out loud wherever you are. Customer, the sound. Like in up. Okay. Waiter. Waiter. Again, it's A sound, like table. Waiter, table. Chef. Chef. Short sound. Spoon. Spoon. Long or short? Ooh sound. Spoon. Okay, let's make that correct. Ooh, what about chair? Air sound. Air. I'm writing using clear alphabet. If you Google it, search in Google, you can find out about this. It's like phonetic style of writing. Phonetic sounds. Clear alphabet. So air is air sound in chair. O, owner, O sound. Kneel, kneel, ear sound, diphthong, double sound. Fork, or sound. Very often my students make a mistake in Poland by pronouncing short vowel sound instead of long vowel sounds. They might say fok, mil, for example. Mil instead of meal. Fork instead of fork. Food instead of food. Yeah. Okay. Dessert. Dessert. Sound. And also z in dessert, isn't there? Dessert. I would write it like this in the phonetic spelling. Dessert. Dessert. So what does it mean, fork? Check online, check on the dictionary. If you're online, you can find the dictionary as well. Ask someone here. Plate. A sound. The same as table, waiter, plate, all the same. Tip. Tip. I. What vowel sound? T. And last one, drink, the same I. And menu, menu, menu. Can I have the menu, please? Not you, me, sound, because the first syllable is stressed. Menu. Okay, using language today, I want you to think about people who work in a restaurant or people connected with the restaurant. Just people. Who works in the restaurant or who is connected with the topic of restaurant? Waiter. Yes, exactly, waiter. Who else? Customer. Yeah, customer. Diner, we could say. Manager. Owner. Me, says Rowida. Do you work in the restaurant? Who is connected with the restaurant? These kind of people. What else? Chef? Yeah. Just eat. So you're a customer then, or a diner. Anyone else? Dishwasher. Yeah, exactly. Kitchen assistant. People. What is the feminine? If I say waiter, I'm talking about a man or boy or man, I suppose. But if I say, what about if it's a woman? What's the name if it's a woman? Waitress. Okay. Anyone else? No, we might think of somebody else later on. So we're going to make a table now together. I'm going to make a table. Pianist who works in the restaurant. Yes, good, Heather. I knew there was going to be an 8th one. I knew there was another one. Pianist, entertainer, person who works in the restaurant. Good. Okay, this activity is called person, problem, reason, and result, or outcome. Person, problem, reason, result. First of all, we need the people that we've got. Secondly, we need a problem for each person. What problem do they have? Then, why is it a problem? And the outcome, that is the result, positive and negative. Positive and negative, okay? And this is a quick way to make some content for the lesson. When we fill in this table, we get some ideas that we can use maybe for role play, maybe for writing exercise, maybe for improvisation work, or maybe for information exchange. So if you're a teacher, you can use this kind of activity. Let me give you one example. Let's say the waiter, what's his problem? Late for work. Let's say he's late for work. And we can use it with grammar as well. So why is it a problem if he's late for work? Why is it a problem? Maybe he's already had last warning at work. Maybe he's been late lots of times. You know, there's no correct answer for this, by the way. You just have to imagine something. So that's why it's a problem. And finally, outcome, it means positive or negative. What can be positive outcome? Maybe the boss is not there. Maybe the boss is sick, or the boss is late for work as well. That's positive outcome. So he didn't get the sack. What could be negative outcome? Yeah, more tips, exactly. Probably lose his job. Oh, let's go for that. So we've got some ideas then. The waiter, late for work, last warning, boss is not there, or a happy ending, or sad ending, he loses his job. So we could make this and build on this. What I do with my students is I ask them to describe the situation, either as the waiter themselves or talking about the waiter. So we fill in the details, you know, talk about maybe the name of the waiter, where they work, why they're late for work, what happened, why it was a problem, and the outcome. Of course, we can use different tenses. So we could talk about it in the past, or we could talk about it as possible future problem. And this is called the topic template. Topic template. We're just simply making some content for the lesson, something to talk about. Hopefully in this class you will switch on your microphone and you will join me and talk in the lesson. So that's the first one, waiter, late for work, last warning, boss is not there, or lose job, or something else, you know, you can decide. What about the second problem, the customer's problem? What is the customer's problem? Imagine you're a customer at the restaurant. The food is bad. So this is a problem, isn't it? The food is bad. Why, for example? Try to give more details. So unsatisfied, bad service. Okay. Why is it a problem for you if the food is bad? Why does it matter? You know, you're sitting there and the food is bad. So why is, yes, that is a problem. Why is it a problem? Not why is the food bad, but the reason why is it a problem for you? Different from why is it bad? You can't eat it, so what? So what? Why is it a problem? Why are you upset about that? Yeah. Because I'm hungry, yes. Okay, exactly. So something like this, the food is bad, okay, that's a problem. Why is it a problem? Because you're hungry, you want to eat something, or maybe because it's a special meal, maybe it's your birthday meal. I remember one time I went out for pizza with lots of friends on birthday, and it was a very special night, and everybody got their pizza except me. And I was just waiting and waiting, and the waiter completely forgot about me. Yeah, it was very embarrassing. You know, that could be, maybe you're going with your date on a first date and the food is bad, so you feel very embarrassed. So why is it a problem? Outcome, positive and negative. So what happens at the end? What happens? Positive end or negative end? The positive ending, reorder something, get something else. Okay. Yeah, don't leave a tip. That could be positive. What about negative outcome? The food is bad. You feel hungry, and so what happens? Something negative happens at the end. Yeah, you can feel sad, but yeah, you don't pay anything, but that might be a positive thing. Complain and maybe you complain and there's an argument and you have a very bad evening and you feel sad at the end of it. Okay, that's the customer's problem. What about the manager's problem? Different problem. Yeah, and you're still hungry at the end, aren't you? You're still hungry and you've had a bad evening. So we can start to see these stories in our mind. We can start to imagine role plays or dialogues just from doing this work. Problem, reason, result. Person, problem, reason, result. What is the manager's problem? Different problem now. Different person, different problem. Budget. So what do you mean, Islam? Taxes? But what is the problem with the taxes? Tell us a bit more information. No customers. That is a problem, isn't it? If you're the manager. Okay, why is it a problem? What is the result of this? No customers. Okay, so why is it a problem? You've got bills to pay. Yeah, you've got to pay something. So you owe money, you've got debts, you've maybe bills to pay. Okay, good. So it just gives more clarity. You know, no customers, for some people, they might be happy because they don't have to work. Maybe the waiter, if he had this problem, he would feel happy because he can have a quiet evening. But for the manager, it's a problem, bills to pay and debt. So what's the outcome? What happened? Positive and negative. Okay, that can be negative, broke. So maybe close down the restaurant. What can be a positive outcome? So you have to work in this place. You have to do it. Type in the box some answers or come on the microphone if you've got a microphone. What's the positive outcome? But maybe there is a positive one. Maybe there is. There's always a positive outcome. Think positive. What can be positive? You know, it depends. If you're watching a comedy film, there's usually a positive ending, isn't there? Something good happens. If this was a comedy film and the restaurant owed a lot of money, probably they would win the lottery, or somebody would give a lot of money. They would earn a lot of money for something. Or they would invent a new kind of sandwich, and they would be famous and rich. So there's always positive. If it was a drama or a sad kind of film, a tragedy, maybe something very bad happens at the end because of this. It depends what kind of what kind of story it is. So okay, so Maisa is suggesting lottery. Yeah, I'm just giving you ideas. Yeah. Okay. And negative, so we can say bankrupt, go out of business, become homeless. And that just makes another problem really, just makes another problem. So if it was a film, you could continue, or a novel, you could continue the story, because usually there's a problem and then there's a result or outcome, and then another problem because of that, and another result. And that's how we make these stories. If you think of something like a soap opera, it's just constantly one problem after another. One problem is fixed, another problem starts. Another problem is fixed, another problem starts, and continues forever until the program is cancelled, for example. Yes. Okay, let's move forward a bit. I'm interested in the pianist. What could be the problem for the pianist? Yeah, pianist. Think about this job. Somebody playing the piano in the restaurant. Okay, Islam has got a good idea. Hand injury. So this is connected. Good, that's excellent. Now you're thinking really well. Hand injury. So why is it a problem, Islam? Why is it a problem? It's a rather obvious answer, but why? Yes. So he needs his hands to work. Yes, exactly. He can't play, he needs to work, or she can be a woman as well. Yeah. What happens then? What's the outcome? Positive and negative. Positive first. Positive and negative. Mm-hmm. No, positive outcome. Unemployed, yeah, this is negative, yeah. Get fired. What could be a positive outcome in this story? Again, it depends. If we're making a comedy or romance, then it's likely to be a positive ending. Okay, have a rest, take a break, yeah, day off, or week off, or month off. Okay, but if we're making a drama, something serious, more serious, then we need to have probably a negative ending, or sort of half sad and half happy ending. Okay, could work as a singer. Yeah, I like this idea. Change. Yeah, could be. This is so positive. What about negative ending? We've said unemployed. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think we've got enough here with 4, but can you see how it's quite a powerful way to make content for the lesson? Just simply building a table, all the students can join in and think of answers. Of course, it doesn't matter what the answer is, as long as it's in correct English. For example, it's up to you, and it's kind of random. It's random, isn't it? I didn't know when I started this lesson what you're going to come up with. So who's got the microphone then and will be able to speak? What I want you to do is describe one of these situations. Describe it. For example, if you are the waiter, tell me what happened today. Tell me about this, this, and this. Or if you're the customer and you were out last night eating at the restaurant, what happened? Why are you upset about it? Okay, so I'm going to pass you the mic. Please click to accept it. And this is quite a powerful way to build the content of the lesson, just really from nothing, just from... Okay, we can't hear you now, Heather. No. Anybody else want to try?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes.
Can you hear me?
Okay, Heather. Yes, yes, I can.
Okay. Hello first.
Hello, choose one of these situations and tell us about it in that you are in the situation.
Okay, I can imagine as I am a pianist. Okay, I suggested it the first. Okay. As a pianist, the most difficult problem that I may face is they don't they can't imagine there's some pianists in a restaurant. They always make fun of me, and they can't accept this job as a pianist. Okay, so that seems like a problem for me. So why is it a problem?
Okay.
Why is it a problem? I may lost my job for this. The customer did not accept me as a pianist, so the owner or the manager may expels me because he don't like my performance. Maybe my performance is bad, or I have very bad songs. Okay.
Okay, and what can be the outcome?
The outcome that I may work as a singer. Maybe my voice is good and I don't know this. Maybe my voice is good.
How do you find out that?
Maybe I work with some people that discover me as the star of the year, maybe, and be a famous singer.
Wow, okay, super, excellent. Good, thanks, Heather.
Thanks. Okay.
Good, so this is one way to get us thinking, isn't it? To get us thinking about the situation. The topic is restaurant. Of course, lots of different people work in the restaurant, and they all have different problems. Maybe every day there's something happening, and this is just one way to kind of think about it and discuss it without studying, again, vocabulary, grammar, stress and sentence stress, but just thinking about using language, using the language. Of course, we can take notes and make some comments about errors, like, for example, he don't is wrong. We have to say he doesn't, not he don't. Okay, what about, imagine you are in the situation. For example, it happened to you. What tense would you use? If you were the waiter and you're telling me about last night, what tense will you use to tell me? You're talking about what happened last night. Tense means the time. Which verb tense? For example, present simple, present continuous, past simple, present perfect. No, nobody knows. What tense do we use to speak about the past? Finished time, finished actions in the past. I think you know that, Sarah. I think you know, really, but you just don't want to tell me. No? So we'd use past simple in the past. Yeah, finished actions in the past. Finished time. Past simple. So I might say, for example, oh, I had a terrible night last night. I had a terrible night. And you say, well, what happened? Oh, I was late for work. I was late for work. Oh dear, why was that? Oh, because my friend came round and we were talking and I forgot the time. Oh dear. And so what happened? Oh, you know, I had already had, so past perfect, I'd already had the last warning, and I thought the boss was going to fire me, you know, using past simple. Yeah, a little bit of grammar today. Oh dear, so what happened in the end? Oh, well, luckily, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. And so he didn't know about it. So let's try to imagine you are in the situation. Like you are the waiter, you are the customer, you're the manager, the pianist. And using past simple, imagine it happened to you in the past. Present perfect, it would have to happen like today or just happen in the last few minutes. But let's use past simple, like had, was, came, thought, wasn't, didn't. Auxiliary verb did and didn't in the past simple. So who else wants to come onto the mic now? Next person Please, who can follow Heba? She did very well today, but who wants to try and do the next one? Okay. So I'm just going to pass you your name, but maybe you'll type it in the box for me. Yeah. So choose one of the people here and then describe what happened. Imagine you are this person and you are the waiter, the customer, the manager, or the pianist, and then tell us about it. Tell us what happened. No, we can't hear you. You need to accept the microphone. No, okay, let's go. Yes, you can go again, Heba, if you want. Yes, of course you can. It's better than just hearing my voice all the time, isn't it?
Okay, are you now?
Okay.
Okay. Imagine that I am a customer. I went to a restaurant last week, and some situation happened. It was very awful. I ordered a dish. Okay, it was toasted fish. Okay, and the waiter.
Okay. Yes.
For him so long time, and he didn't appear. So I went for the manager and I shouted and I said, where and it didn't show up. So I waited again. He calmed me down and he said he will see this problem, what it is. And at last there was no fish. The problem was there was no fish, and he didn't realize that after I ordered the meal. So it was a hard situation. There were no fish in the first place. That's it. That's my situation.
And how did it end, this situation?
I ordered another one.
But how did it end? Did you get something to eat?
I ordered another one.
Okay.
It was awful. And I'll say to myself, I'll never ever go to this restaurant ever again.
Okay.
That's it.
Good. Okay. Excellent. Good, Heba. But how can you say this phrase, so long time? It's in English, so long time. What do you need to say? For example, I waited so long time. It's wrong. It's not correct. Should be what?
So what can I say?
What should it be? This is wrong grammar. I waited so long time. It's not right. Does anybody know? We'll try and get the answers before we tell it.
I can. What can I accept so long time? I can say a lifetime, maybe.
Oh, okay, then like idiom, yeah. So I waited such a long time.
Such a long time. Okay.
Yeah, such instead of so. Good. Have a nice to hear you today. Nice to hear from you. Very nice.
Okay.
Good. Yes, such a long time. This is correct. So long time. It's not in English. It's not hasn't any place. Okay. So this is, for example, we could speak, or we could make a role play. If you've got a partner, we could have discussion about it. One person could be the waiter, the other the manager, the boss, another customer, and the other person, the waiter who's bringing the food. I was reading today about somebody who was in the restaurant and the food was so bad, but they didn't want to complain because they were British and they felt embarrassed to complain about anything. So in the end, they paid for the meal, even though they didn't eat the meal. They paid for it, and they even gave the waiter a tip, even though they'd had a really bad evening, but just because they were British or English people, and they felt embarrassed about complaining. Yes, Shaima, yes, when the product is bad, the shop will lose the customer. Lose. Will lose the customer. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's take this example about the manager now. Look at the one about the manager without any customers. Bills to pay. And then the outcome, either win the lottery or become bankrupt. Let's think about making a dialogue or role play based on this situation. I'm going to imagine the manager is talking to a friend about his problem. And you have to give me the dialogue. Give me the dialogue. What does the manager say first? Tell me this conversation. Okay, so first sentence, I have a big problem. Okay, what is the friend going to say to that? Let's go for the next one. Next sentence. I have a big problem. What does the friend say? Okay, what is your problem? Okay, well, what kind of problem? Okay, next sentence. Yeah, you could say, what's up? So idiom, what is your problem? What did you do? So what's the problem? Manager has to say now the problem. It's not a shop though, it's a restaurant, it's not a shop. So plural, there aren't any customers. Restaurant, customers, plural. Okay, and the next sentence. Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Why? Exactly. Why? Why not? Why or why not? What is the cause? And so, what is the cause? Think of what could be the reason, maybe. We didn't think of this, but... Yes, Heather's got a good idea. Yeah? Why? Well, we might say better, why not? Because it's negative. Yeah, you could say, why aren't they coming? So there could be lots of reasons. The menu is bad, maybe the chef is very bad, maybe it's not in a good location, maybe the shop is ugly, the restaurant is ugly and it needs some new decorations, bad service. So then you could have a long conversation. Okay, the point about this activity is that students can get together, work in pairs and produce their drama. And they've already got a framework to deal with it. They've got the person, the problem, the reason, and the outcome. So they've got something to work towards. You know, this scene is maybe a sad one. The manager doesn't know what to do, but then a bit later on he's going to win the lottery, and then he will have plenty of money. Yeah. So students work together, put together this dialogue or role play, and then show the whole class. Of course, the teacher should help them as well, and should make notes about any errors, any mistakes, and try to improve them. So we can't finish this now, but I think we've done a lot today in our lesson. We started off looking at vocabulary, syllables and stressed vowels, all words that you gave me from last week. Then we looked at building the problem template, topic template. We've got 4 different people. Here there's plenty of material for our lesson. You know, we could keep going for about 3 hours, I think, with this. And the same with our role play. It's going very well. It's a very nice dialogue, but we have to stop now. So this is just really for example. Okay, next week we'll be doing at the same time next Friday. Next Friday at the same time, I'll be here. We'll have a different topic, so not restaurant, but different topic for you next week. And next week's lesson will be about studying language, so vocabulary, grammar, sounds of English, stress, sentence stress, connected speech. So that will be next week's studying language lesson, different topic. So I hope you'll be able to join me then. Meanwhile, you can watch these videos on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, yes, thanks for that. Yeah, my website is englishbanana.com. And you can contact me there. On Skype as well. I'm on Skype, Talk a Lot English. On Skype. Okay, so any last questions then, just as we're finishing now? It's very nice to see you. Thank you. It's my pleasure as well. It's good, always good time. Next week something, studying language, different topic. So we'll learn some new vocabulary maybe next week. Good, thanks Heather. It's nice to hear you. Good example today. Let's have more people like Heather doing the speaking on the lesson, because it's really wonderful when you can get involved. Yes, it's really nice. Otherwise it's like monologue for me. You know, I can speak for a long time, but I don't know if that's interesting, you know. Good. Okay. So see you next time, and good luck and all the best. See you. Bye for now.